Peace and love, peace and love. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Conscious Energy. Speaking to you with the spectacular vernacular. Doing it all legal so I can fly like an eagle. Family, I'm sending all y'all tons and tons of good energy. Take that, take that, take that. On this beautiful day, we just breathing in that good air. The show starts in 10 minutes. At 3 o'clock, we're gonna start on time at 3 o'clock. So, I mean, hey man, if you came up and you want to get some off your chest, I'm gonna be dropping the link in a few. Dig. But yeah, we're gonna wait about 10 minutes, let some family come in here, then we're gonna start the show. Open line.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Hold on, my bad.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
If you're just coming in, come on, hit the like button. We're gonna have a good time today. I want to talk about Ness. I was on a show yesterday and a kerfuffle popped off with some lady named Uppity. I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about the live stream that Shakim Raw had today. Ness came up there, tried to give me an earful. But we're going to talk about it, family. The show going to start on time at 3 o'clock. And I will be dropping the link. Anybody can hit the link.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Gonna play a little Tupac, man. Gonna play a little Pac, man. For real. Gonna play a little Tupac. I can cut it out later. Oh, what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy J in the house. Mr. Pat coming to see these folks laughing out loud. Show you right, Jimmy. Good to see you there, good brother. Let me see, Tupac. And no place I'd rather be. Thugs Mansion, yeah. Peace and bless everybody here, man. We supposed to start the show at 3. It's 2:50, so we're gonna play about 10 minutes worth of music, and then we're gonna start the show, y'all. Just coming in, come on, hit the like button. See how many likes we got. All right, family, we got 7 likes. Can we get 2 more people to hit the like button so we can get 9 likes? All right. What's up, Vichy? Say, Vichy, I gotta take my hat off and say salute to you, man, because you've been, know what I'm saying, you've been supporting me all through the sector and on other people's panels. So, and I've been noticing that. And I want to thank you, Vichy, for getting you It's a Kerfuffle merchandise. I appreciate that, Vichy. You know what I'm saying? That's why you my loyal moderator. Real talk. They tried to jump CE earlier, but it's all right. Shakim Raw, bussy popping all over the sector. We're gonna talk about it, family. And this alleged beef between me and Ness. I just dropped the link. This is an open panel. Anybody can hit the link. If you got some smoke, come on up. If you just want to conversate with me, come on up. But anybody is invited to hit the link and bring up whatever kerfuffle they got. Let's get it.
I didn't know you because I didn't know me, but I thought I knew everything. I never tell.
Portalo 45 in the house. Salute, salute.
Oh, you touch and kiss your lips because I don't have a choice.
Ness, if you're around. Uppity, if you're around, you can hit the link too.
Cause baby, when you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please. Who am I gonna lean on time?
All right, hold on now, y'all. We got a lot of people in here, y'all. We got 10 likes, y'all. Can we get 5 more people in the Nothing But the Truth chat room to hit that like button so we can get 15? Could y'all help me get 15 more? Can y'all help me get 5 more likes, family? I'm going to give y'all a real good show today. Y'all, we got somebody in the back. Let me go and bring them up. Add the stage. All right, who is this?
Yeah, it's the infamous Globe Trotter.
Oh, what's up, Mikey?
Man, chilling, man. I was watching with you and Ness going at it.
Hey, you sound a little far away. Are you on speakerphone?
Nah. Can you hear me good?
You sound far away.
I said, can you hear me good? Can you hear me real good? How about
Yeah, I
now?
can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. I was watching some of it. It was kind of nasty, but
Yeah, man. I mean, what
this
did you
is what I think.
we got anti-fro Spingalis in the place. Conscious energy, hello. Happy almost Friday. Show you right, anti-fro Spingalis. Good to see you in the chat room.
So,
Um,
so
did
you
you
know,
see did
it's
you
it's a lot.
see
It's a lot
di-
that goes on in Haiti. It's a lot. It's a lot.
well before we start talking about Haiti, did you see the live stream on Ness channel yesterday?
Yeah, I was watching. I was watching.
And was you there when I came on the panel? Then we got into it. Then I got into it with a girl named Uppity because she was talking about she
No.
only date Caribbean men and she don't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
black
yeah,
African
yeah,
men. You hear
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. About that. You see, some of these women they pick and choose. They
Mm-hmm.
pick and choose. So the only way to mess with a Caribbean is just because he got money. You feel me? If money wasn't a factor with the Caribbean men, they would not be messing with them. Let's keep it a thousand with that.
Real talk. Real talk.
You
So
feel me?
Mikey, excuse me. I don't know if you caught Shakim Ross live that he had earlier. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
caught it,
I
but
caught it. I caught it. I caught it. I recorded some of it too.
now I was on Shakim Raw channel earlier, man. And it seems like to me, man, that he is allowing the people from the beef sector to control him. Or does that or do I just see that?
I mean, if the nigga acts like a bitch, he's gonna let them control him. It is what it is.
And so I was on this channel earlier, right? Now keep in mind, I was on Ness channel yesterday, man, and we got into a huge kerfuffle because we was talking about Haiti. So
Hmm.
let me set the stage, brother Mikey, so I can tell you what went down. Much
I
love,
was
anti
watching.
folks
I was
Bengali.
watching, my guy. I was
So
watching.
so I ain't so when I say this, you know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was on Ness channel yesterday, man. I came in there. I said, hey, man, you know, this peace and blessings is conscious energy, speaking to you with the spectacular vernacular, doing it all legal so I can fly like an eagle. You know what I'm saying? Take that, take that. And Shakim Raw, he done stole my take that. And now he got shirts coming out. But it's all good, man. I'm used to the sector eating off my plate. I'm used to it. But I was on Ness channel yesterday and I was talking with this girl named Uppity, and she was going all the way in talking about how she only date Caribbean black men because you know they take care of the family, they pay the bills,
Yeah,
and
that's cause they only some of these Caribbean men, some of them they,
yeah,
because all they
it's some
have is
simping
money.
going on.
Yeah. All,
It's
all they
definitely some
have is
simping going
money,
on.
and then they want to call what's that word? once these Caribbean men start putting them in their place, they they want to
Hold
call
on real quick,
all.
Mikey. Hold on real quick, Mikey. Family, we got 25 people in the Nothing But the Truth chat room. We only got 11 likes. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up, family.
You feel
Everybody hit
me?
that like button,
You know
y'all.
what I
Everybody hit
mean?
the like button.
They
Go,
quick to
go ahead,
say they.
Mikey.
Some of these women, they want a Caribbean man to pay their bills, but as soon as these men put them in their place, they want to cry wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, he's putting him in my place. He's doing this. He's doing that.
And
Man,
so, and so, Mikey, let me tell you, let
man,
me tell you,
this is why I say to all women, get your own money. Don't worry about a Caribbean man helping you and doing all this and all that for you. Get your own money.
and
Get your
Mikey, this
own
how it
money.
all popped off, right? Let me tell you how it popped off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, in the middle of the live stream, Ness. Now, keep in mind, I never knew that Ness was from Haiti. So the
Mm,
conversation came up about Haiti and how
mm.
a lot of them are migrating to America for a better life. I got nothing against that. But I started to tell her about the violence that's what's going on in Haiti and how the Haiti gangs are running around misusing and doing all kind of devilish things
Yeah,
to their
yeah.
own
That shit is
people.
in real life. That shit is in real life.
Right,
That shit is in
right,
real life. What they do?
right. I mean, you tell. I mean, Mikey, you tell me what is because I know you probably watch the news.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What do
I
you think
watch.
about Haiti, and what do you think is going on in Haiti right now? Go ahead,
Well,
brother. You
it's
tell
a
me.
whole lot. It's a whole lot. I watch the world news and some other news I watch. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on over there. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It's a man.
And
You can't even describe it. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It's a
and
whole lot.
it was people in the chat room that was mad at me, telling me that I'm hating on the Haitian people,
Nah,
and
you're
that's
not
not the
hating. You're
case.
not hating. You're just telling the truth.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when
man.
you
And
tell
I
the
was just
truth, when you tell the truth about what's going on, oh, okay, okay, now we got to get you off the panel and all this extra
yeah, man,
shit.
yeah, man. And you
Okay,
know,
if you mad,
and
if you
they
mad,
clicked up on me, bro. They
this is what I
clicked
don't
up on me,
understand.
bro.
If you mad, what I'm saying is the truth. Then you make the change in your country. You fix it. Try to do
And they
something for
got
your
mad when I
country.
said to Mikey, I told them, how come the Haitians don't stay in Haiti and make Haiti great again? Then she proceeds to tell me that the country is broken, the government ain't treating the people right, so they need to come over here. And again, I got nothing against that, Mikey. Let them, if they want to come to America for a better life, that's fine. But they got mad when I called the Haitians violent. And I wasn't saying that all the Haitian people were violent, but let's be
Mm.
honest. There are gangs running around Haiti right now, chopping off people's feet, arms, and they doing this to their own people. So we talking about the most revolutionary people, the people who got their freedom from France. They earned their freedom from France. And look how they behaving. You mean to tell me that Haiti, the first group of black people to get their freedom from France, and they killing each other? I mean, I was watching the news yesterday. I tell you no lie, Michael. They were doing some coverage. They was showing
Mm.
it was women in the street who got their legs chopped off. It was children that got shot and killed by these gangs, and they killing their own people. And so she got very angry when I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah, because that's why because that is the truth. You got
Yeah.
people over there. Anything you do crazy, they're ready. They get ready to chop your hands, do all this fuck shit.
And then Mikey, you know what made him real mad on that show? I
Mhm.
said that when Caribbean, Haitians, when men from Africa, when they come to America, they invitate us. They get they swag from us. When they come to America, they go straight to the mall, straight to the Foot Locker, and they want to dress and look like us. Am I lying about that, Mikey?
No, no, no. You're
And I
telling the
told
truth.
her that because of hip hop is a worldwide music. and it influenced a lot of cultures. And so I wasn't trying to hate on the Haitian people. I
Nah,
wasn't trying to
nah.
hate on that. And she made it look that way. And that wasn't the case. I was just sharing my opinion of what I've been seeing in the news.
You
And so
see,
that's what that was.
you see, when you voice your opinion hurts certain people, and when it hurts, that means it's the truth. You
Real
know,
talk, man.
that's
So
the
let
truth.
me ask
That's
you
the
a
truth
question,
in
man,
that.
because you've been in the sector a long time.
Yeah,
What do you think
man.
about Shakim Raw going on every panel, bussy popping for likes and views? What do you think about that, bro?
Um, he's a whole ass nigga. You feel me? Let
You
him be a
notice?
hoe.
Do
Let
you
him be a
notice?
hoe.
You know
You
this
know what
ninja
I mean?
took my slogan. You know what I be saying? Take that, take that, take that. Now he's starting to use take that, and now he got some shirts and sweaters coming out saying take that. Man, I say, boy, they be stealing in the sector, Mikey. They be stealing in the sector, bro, for real.
You see
But you know,
you
Shocky, get your
see,
money, man. Get your
yeah,
money,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, let him,
Yeah, get your money, man. It's
let him,
all good. Your brother
yeah.
C ain't hating, man.
Nah. But that tells you how a whole ass nigga he is. You feel me?
And you know something, Mikey? I'm glad you up here, brother, because you one of those guys who don't mind telling the truth. Let me
Nah.
read what Antafros Spengali just said. CE, I don't know any of those people over there, and vice versa. I just support you though. Thank you so much, Antafros Spengali. We appreciate your support. So let me, because Mikey, you've been in the sector a long time, so I can talk to you about this. Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about I want to talk about binary code for 1 minute and how he thought that he was gonna go in the beef sector and make friends. But it seems like to me, y'all, that these people who are associated in the beef sector, they all hate each other. It ain't no camaraderie. It ain't no,
Nah.
it's just eight,
Hey.
10 women arguing back and forth. I mean, and most of these women are unhealthy. They're obese, out of shape, talking about they
I
want a
peep
man
some
to
of them.
pay all
I
their
peep.
bills. They want
Yeah,
a
yeah,
man to
yeah,
buy
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, man, go
I peep
find you
some
a
of.
simp.
Yeah. I peep some of them. I peep some of them, man. You know, I don't wanna. I don't. I don't want to say some shit, but
Man,
you
say,
know,
hey, look here,
it is
Mikey.
what
Mikey, look here, man. Look here, Mikey. Mikey, say
it
what
is.
you want to say on my channel, brother. You ain't got to be,
Oh
man. Say what you,
man.
if it's on your heart, say it, bro. Don't be scared to say what
Yeah.
you want to say, man. Say it, bro.
Nah. Some of them is bent out of shape and all that extra shit, but they got a whole lot to say. A whole
Yeah,
lot.
man.
Don't talk all that shit, and your ass is
Slewfoot
bent,
Slim, salute.
and your ass is bent out of shape and going to the gym.
Let me read some of these comments real quick, Mikey, before we get back in the way. Jimmy J say nothing but the truth. Then Anti-Afro Spengali say, Pastor Vic, I like to know why you were speak foul about me and that lying ass female channel the other day. Conscious Energy, I am aware that Binary has stabbed Stargate in the back and the people are calling his job. Oh my God. And then Slewfoot Slim in the house, man. What's up, man? Salute to you, man. And then we got Vici say, CE, I agree. It's hard to tell who's friends and who's enemies in the beef sector. And then Anti-Afro Spengali say Binary is free to go wherever he wants and associate whoever he wants. However, I believe it's karma. And the reason why I'm bringing it up, Mikey, is this. Just a month ago, Binary Code was friends with all the women in the beef sector. But when they couldn't control Binary Code, they started to attack him. And so the same thing is going on with me. Same thing is going on with other women in the beef sector. So you know something, Mikey, you're not gonna see me in the beef sector no more, man. I don't want nothing to do with those women over there,
Oh,
man.
let me say this. Let me say this. Same thing with Bree, right? I go up to Cole, Binary's channel, just to chop it up.
Right.
and she bring up, oh, the musher man is here, so I gotta drop down. Yo, stay up there. You know what I mean? Stay up on this panel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever energy I have, don't let it deflect from you coming down to the panel. So stay up there. You feel me? Whatever I did in my past, that's in the
And
past. I
and
could care
family, I just
less.
want to say this real quick. Your brother Conscious Energy is not monetized. This is the people's channel. So if y'all want to keep this, keep you know what I'm saying, help your brother CE keep the lights on. Please show me some love and donate on the Cash app at $CE 2055. And I really appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, you feel me? And I'm not like Shakim, like to throw women under the bus, talk shit about them, make fun of them. You feel me? And pay for
Mm-hmm.
friends, pay for this, pay for all this loyalty, extra shit. I'm not that guy.
Now, check that. Now, what you
I'm
think?
straight up
Now, what you
forward.
think about? I want to ask you about the whole kerfuffle going on with hood non-conservative. Now, I heard that Keeping It Plain gave Shakim Raw $1,000 not to make videos about hood conservative. You heard about
Remind
that?
you, no, remind you, that's $2,000.
Oh, so he gave Shakim $2,000 not to make videos about hood conservative.
No. 1,000 to hood to not make whatever from hood, and the other 1,000, you don't remember? We said, oh, leave Carrie Ann
Wait
alone
a
and
minute,
shit.
Mikey. Wait a minute, Mikey. You mean to tell me Keeping It Plain gave Hoodie $1,000 and he gave Shakim Raw $1,000?
No. Okay, keeping it plain gave Shakim $1,000 not to make content about hoodie.
Right.
Then he gave him another $1,000 to not make content about Carrie Ann. So that's $2,000.
Man, I mean, man, Keeping It Plain, man. I mean, he's showing Shakim Raw
That
some love,
hey,
man.
that's his daddy.
He said that's his daddy.
That's his daddy.
Come on, Mikey, man. That ain't that man daddy, bro. But I mean,
Hey.
somebody sugar daddy around here, bro. But
Like I
look,
said,
Mikey,
if a nigga give you,
Mikey, let me
go
ask you
ahead.
this question, man, because
Go ahead.
I think you'll answer it honestly. And I'm not trying to say nothing because we know Shakim Raw is we all know Shakim Raw is bisexual or gay, whatever. We don't care, but we all know. But why do you think Keeping It Plain make sure that Shakim Raw got some money in his pocket, bro? What's that? What is that all about? You think it's just because he's his good friend, or do
Nah,
you
that's
think
his
it's something
daddy.
else going on?
That's his stepdaddy.
Jimmy say deep pockets. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, that's his stepdaddy. That's his stepdaddy. Stepdaddy will give his stepson anything and anything.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
He'll give him anything and anything.
And you know, man, it's crazy, man.
Mark my
Because
word. Mark my word. He's gonna give him another $1,000. If somebody comes at him and talks shit or whatever, he's gonna say, "Here's another 1,000." So that's gonna be $3,000.
keeping it plain,
Man,
keeping it plain. If you out there somewhere, brother, please be my friend, brother, because I got bills due right now, brother. $1,000 would bless me so much right now, brother. Keeping it plain.
he's buying loyalty. He's buying loyalty. He's
Pills
buying
the Prince in the
loyalty.
house. Nothing but the truth chat room. Show you right. All
He's
right. And
buying.
Jimmy said that.
He's buying loyalty.
Yeah, man. That
Let's
show
let's
what it
let's
seemed like.
let's keep it like that. Let's buy loyalty. If I'm gonna pay for loyalty, I'm gonna pay for loyalty.
Yeah.
Then that tells you that's not real. That's
Yeah.
just
Well, you
you know
know
what I'm
something,
saying.
Mikey.
I don't know.
I
I don't
look at
know.
it like this because there has been a lot of people in the sector that has helped me get to where I'm at. Let me call out all the people who helped me get to where I'm at. And I want to thank all 15 people hit the like button. We got 30 people watching. If
I'm gonna
y'all
say
just
this.
coming in,
I'm gonna
come on
say
with the
this.
like
I'm gonna
button.
say this. I'm gonna say this.
Hold
I'm gonna
on,
say
Mikey.
this.
I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on, Mikey,
All right,
real
go
quick. I
ahead,
want
go
to
ahead,
say
go
this
ahead,
real quick
go ahead,
before I
go
forget.
ahead.
I want to tell you all the people who helped me get to where I'm at today. Anti-Afro Bengalis, who believed in me when nobody else did. Slewfoot Slim, Jimmy J.I.B. Hill, Lord Photon, D. Darrell the Godfather, Vichy, YM, Chat Lives Matter, and of course I can't forget, you know, I'm talking about LV the Showman, Peter Panel Killer, and even your boy Gay Son Rap, man. Shout out to Gay Son Rap. But it's been so many people to help me to get to where I'm at today. And on my journey, you know, I've learned to keep my friends close and keep my enemies even closer. So I want to play something. I want to play something in a few minutes. But I
Dan,
know
give me a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta drop down because I'm waiting for my
Okay.
bus.
Go ahead. Just come back when you get ready.
All right.
All right, bet.
Bluetooth mode.
All right, y'all. Now I want to go out of the pocket. I want to go out of the pocket just a little bit, and I want to play something that Umar Johnson said because I want to talk about this King Kong consciousness. I want y'all to hear what Umar Johnson talked about the other day when he was talking about black relationships. Pastor Vic say, Anti-Afro, we had a conversation about the SEPTA merger. Never mentioned you, if I recall. That convo was about 2 weeks ago. Okay. All right. So I want to play this real quick. And I want to play this real quick, then we're going to talk about it. And now we don't think no school going to be open in no time. So the school supposed to open this September, but I don't know.
Election in Senegal of the youngest president in Africa, 44 years old, quick. President of Dakar, president of Senegal.
That could be a very beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, after all...
Hold on, fam. I'm going to play it for you right now. Okay, now, keep in mind...
something you said earlier, because I know a lot of people...
It's a woman named Candace Owens. A lot of y'all may know who Candace Owens is. Of course, she's married to a white man. We all know that. And some people have called her names in the community. But I want y'all to hear the self-hatred that Umar Johnson got for his own. He preaches Pan-Africanism. But I want y'all to hear what Umar had to say, that we're going to talk about it. Anti-Afro say, Pastor Vic, I was brought up in a negative way and you joined in. That doesn't make sense to me. She took the video down, but copies were sent. Let's go ahead and play this.
You say, well, Candace, you're speaking a lot about, you know, the black family, but then you married a white man.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar would have a huge problem. Right?
Yeah.
You familiar with Dr. Umar?
I have heard of him. I have not listened to him, I'll be honest. Mm-hmm. What is his argument, actually? If you could just repurpose his argument.
He feels
everything
that, you know,
black.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, everything.
No, he feels black men should be with black women because when you're talking about it from the economic standpoint, you want to grow the wealth as a black family. But that and if you marry somebody from another race, then, you know, your wealth will be with that person, and he doesn't like that.
I believe Candace Owens is a paid Negropean. One thing you have to understand about the white power structure when you're talking about Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson's. Okay, one thing you have to understand, the white power structure through the government or through the corporate structure, they find influential Negroes and they buy them out in order to change the level of consciousness in Black America. Candace Owens was sponsored by the white power structure so she could begin to dilute the Black first narrative. Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson, these kind of Negroes, these types of Negroes are found and funded. They are found and funded in order to distract from the narrative. So you have to understand something. Intellectual confusion is the enemy of mass organization, Brother Robert. Intellectual confusion is the enemy of mass organization. So what they love to do, they see me out here, right? So they say, okay, let's look at the Black intellectual landscape. So they step back and they say, okay, we have to continue to control the narrative. Social network is making it difficult for us to control the narrative for Black America. Because you have people like Dr. Umar Ifatunde, who's the leading Black radical scholar in the world for African people. We have Dr. Umar Ifatunde, who's the leading Black radical scholar, period, in the African diaspora. And then underneath him, you have all of these copycats who
Ray Triggs in the house, man. Peace and love. Salute, salute.
So it's
what's
whole,
good, Ray Triggs? Good to see you.
Whole movement, the intellectual insurrection that Dr. Umar is leading. They say, okay, we have to take away from Dr. Umar's power in the social media sector.
Germ on the board in the house. Salute, salute. And look, you know, before I play the rest of the clip, I want to say this real quick about the sector and certain women in the sector who don't do nothing but start kerfuffles. And of course, I'm talking about Carrie Ann. Now, when I first came in the sector and I met Carrie Ann, I didn't know how crazy she really was, Germ on the board. And it's a shame that Carrie Ann is doing everything in her power to try to tear down her own. Carrie Ann is going on any panel that would listen and always got a sad story for us on how a Black man did her wrong. But let's be honest, Carrie Ann, you were fascinated with Lord Photon. So that's a red flag right there. For any woman, and don't take this wrong, because I like Lord Photon. But for any woman to be in love or infatuated with Lord Photon, you know, probably have some problems. Now, the interactions that I had with Carrie Ann, she's always crying, blaming people for her problems. Blaming people because she got fired from her teacher job because she didn't do what she needed to do. Carrie Ann always got some negative to say about a Black man because she can't get one. What's going on, Vinci? Now let me play the rest of this clip.
Because he's getting too many views. And Black people are tuning into Dr. Umar as much as they tune into CNN. Black
Ray Triggs, salute, salute.
Umar as much as they tune into a Roland Martin. And Roland Martin is not as bad as a Candace Owens or a Jesse Lee Peterson, but Roland Martin is another example of a found and financed Negro. So Roland Martin doesn't push the Republican agenda. He pushes the Democrat agenda. Roland Martin doesn't push the Republican agenda. Roland Martin pushes the Democrat agenda. But whether it's Candace Owens on the Republican side or Roland Martin on the Democrat side, both sides are anti-Black independence. Both sides are.
So just in case y'all didn't know, the government is actually lying to us and stealing from us.
Are anti-Black revolution. Both sides are anti-African family first. So whether it's Roland Martin feeding you integration or Candace Owens feeding you integration, neither one is feeding you Pan-Africanism. Neither one is feeding you Pan-Africanism. So
now Umar just said that neither one is feeding you Pan-Africanism. Okay. Let's get the definition of Pan-Africanism because it's a point that I want to make. Anti-Afro Bengali say, how is Umar talking about politics? He's the one who tells Black folks not to vote. Umar is always and will be a joke. So let me play this real quick because Let me play this real quick.
The Democrats are financing Roland, and the Republicans are financing Candace.
Hold on, let me do this real quick. What is the definition of Pan-Africanism?
Here's the definition of Pan-Africanism: the principle or advocacy of the political union of all the indigenous inhabitants of Africa.
Okay, we got Umar Johnson in the Nothing But the Truth chat room. Oh, Lord, here we go. Y'all, we got Umar Johnson. Is that the real Umar Johnson? It may be, but we got Umar Johnson in the Nothing But the Truth chat room. He said, peace, CE. What's up, Umar? So, it says here, what is the meaning of Pan-Africanism? The meaning of Pan-Africanism was the attempt to create a sense of brotherhood and collaboration among the people of African descent, wherever they live inside or outside of Africa. Okay, so that's the definition. So let's let Umar finish talking, and then we're going to talk about it. And then Vichy say, of course, here comes Umar to troll his own sector again. Yeah, that's really Umar. Umar watch my videos.
Okay. And both of those roads are diverting you from the road to liberation. The road to liberation is not paved with the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. The road to liberation is not paved with the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. Okay. So my voice, although I'm largely alone, supported by you all, is a very, very powerful voice. They're looking at most of the YouTubian struggle streamers, and they're saying, well, those guys ain't doing nothing but talk about gossip, talking about each other, slandering black people, chasing celebrities, goofing off. They have no real constructive content. They have no real constructive content. It's all gossip and sensationalism. But this Dr. Umar Ifatunde guy, so we have to intensify Candace Owens. We have to intensify Jesse Lee Peterson. We have to intensify Roland Martin. We got to intensify all the beta male Democratic plantation party pundits, because Dr. Umar is getting too powerful right now. He's getting too powerful. So to answer your question, my brother, I don't want to drive any more of my support base to Jesse Lee Peterson's platform unless I'm getting something out of it that's going to benefit the movement. If I'm not getting something out of it to benefit the movement, it's no need for me to go on Jesse Lee Peterson's platform. Rosie, you can go to the block party. You hating? I had to. What happened to Wendy Williams?
Now, family, is about to get real disrespectful. Umar Johnson is about to get real disrespectful. So I'm warning y'all right now. If you're sensitive, if certain words trigger you, then you may not want to listen to what Umar Johnson is gonna say. Now, we know Wendy Williams has been going through a whole kerfuffle right now, but Umar Johnson likes to preach to you and me about Pan-Africanism, how we all need to come as one. But I want y'all to listen how Umar talks about one of his own. Let me see. Umar Johnson said, Vichy, I am the proprietor of this sector, my brother. You know some, Umar, could you hit the link? I mean, if this the real Umar Johnson, I think the people would love to hear your voice and how you feel about these kerfuffles. Family, if you want Umar Johnson to hit the link, everybody put a number 5 in the Nothing But the Truth chat room. And Umar Johnson, if we can get 10 people to put the number 5, would you hit the link and come up here and talk to the family? If y'all want Umar to hit the link, everybody put a 5. Vici put a 5. Let me read what Anti say. Umar hates it whenever any celebrities get attention. He's the #1 fool who speaks on celebrities. This includes his hour-long movie reviews. Okay, so Wendy Williams is a part of our community. She's our sister. And I want y'all to listen to how Umar Johnson feels about his own. Here we go.
What happened to Wendy Williams? Let me Google what happened to Wendy Williams. I'm pulling it up right now. Wendy Williams diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia. I don't agree. They gave her the pills. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. I don't believe that. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. She was a Hollywood sacrifice. They talking about she got dementia and aphasia. Wendy Williams was sacrificed. And even though she did a lot of Negropean, I still want what's best for my sister. I still want what's best for my sister. Wendy Williams was a Hollywood sacrifice. Ain't no way in hell you're going to tell me that she got dementia and aphasia. She only 59 years old. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Wendy Williams ain't got no damn dementia and aphasia. They gave her the Hollywood cocktail. They gave Wendy Williams the Hollywood cocktail. My prayers go out to her and her family. Get well, Wendy, and come back as a Black conscious journalist. Get well, Wendy, and come back as a Black.
The war in Israel is being used by the media to cover this up. I woke up to a free 16.
Come back as a Black conscious journalist. Get well, Wendy, and come back. I wish Wendy Williams a speedy recovery. She wasn't doing.
Hold on, let me read what Umar Johnson just put in the chat room. Umar Johnson say, Brother CE, I heard you had a romantic relationship with a snow bunny. Please confirm or deny, my brother. Hey, man, I ain't got to confirm or deny nothing. Everybody know, man, my relationship status, man, which is my personal business. But Umar, I've been hearing, man, that you've been chasing a lot of cookies, man. Matter of fact, man, you had a a speaking engagement, and you had a voluptuous woman who said that she slept with you, and you say she throwed a shea butter on the stage, and then you got the lady escorted out of the premises, man, and she said she was with you. Is it true, Brother Umar? Did you sleep with that big voluptuous woman, the one you said throwed the shea butter on the stage, brother? Because hey, been some slanderous allegations, brother. And then Anti-Afro say Wendy Williams is in Hollywood. She stayed on the East Coast always. There are two different cultures. People get dementia in their 40s. And then Vigi say, dang, Umar, why you gotta put our brother on blast like that? So yeah, let me play the rest, man. Let me play the rest.
Nothing productive. I agree. She wasn't doing nothing productive. I agree. But as long as we still here, we got a chance to change. As long as we still here, we got a chance to change. As long as we still here, we got a chance to change. I wish nothing but the best for Sister Wendy Williams.
And I want to ask y'all real quick in the Nothing But the Truth chat room, because the Nothing But the Truth chat room got the realest people on YouTube. Ain't nobody in the chat room faking or frauding. You know what I'm saying? We got some real people in the Nothing But the Truth, some intelligent people. I'm asking all y'all right now. Umar Johnson say FDMG is going to be open this September. May, June, July, August, September. We talking less than 5 months. If you believe Umar Johnson going to have the school open in 5 months, put yes in the comment section. If you believe that the school won't be open, put no. Miss Murphy in the house. Peace and love. Hey, Conscious Energy Mars in the chat. How you doing, Miss Murphy? Good to see you here.
They gave her the Hollywood cocktail. They slipped her a Mickey. Ain't no way in hell she got no dementia and no aphasia. Aphasia is when you can't articulate yourself verbally. Aphasia is when you have trouble comprehending what you hear and what you read. Dementia is a loss of brain functioning in at least two major areas: judgment, balance, speech, reason, emotion. She might be, I hope she's not mentally brain dead. I hope Wendy Williams isn't mentally brain dead. I hope Wendy Williams isn't mentally brain dead. Has anybody seen Wendy? Has anybody seen Wendy? Somebody got to go check on her. Because if she...
Oh, we got a cash out. We got a cash out from Anonymous. Okay, well, I want to thank Anonymous for that $20 Cash App donation. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
Dementia and aphasia, she might can't talk for herself. If Wendy Williams has dementia and aphasia, she probably cannot talk for herself. If Wendy Williams has dementia and aphasia, she probably cannot talk, brothers and sisters. She probably can't talk. Stay away from them Hollywood demons. That's why I'm not dating no Hollywood sisters. I'm not dating no Hollywood sisters. The family doesn't know where she is. She's in a guardianship. Somebody send me some links on the Wendy Williams. Somebody text me some links, please. 215-989-9858. Text me some of this information on Wendy Williams. I might have to do an analysis. The family can't contact her. She was abducted by the power structure. She was abducted by the power structure. Wendy Williams.
Now, my question is this, Brother Umar Johnson, since you in the None But the Truth chat room. You say Wendy Williams was abducted by the powers that be. Do you have any proof, Umar Johnson? Because I've been studying you, brother, and it seems like you say things for shock value so people can come back and make videos about it. So you are saying some slanderous things about Wendy Williams. Where is your proof?
Was abducted by the power structure. What Wells Fargo got to do with it?
Now, wait a minute now. Now, hold on. Let me read what Umar Johnson just put in the Nothing But the Truth chat room. He said, "My dear esteemed brother CE, I invoke my right to remain silent and not incriminate myself over that scenario. Consciousness over the coochie, politics over the punani." Don't block him, y'all. Let him rock. Let Umar rock, y'all. Don't block him, man, because this is too funny. Lord have mercy. Let me read what the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the #1 requested scholar on the planet. Let me read what he just put in the Nothing But the Truth chat room, y'all. You cannot make this stuff up. Let me read this real quick. What's up, Portalo 45? Portalo 45 say, Brother Umar is in the chat. And then Miss Murph say, "Hey Vici, I'm on my way to Colors Anonymous, so I can't stay long." And then Anti-Afro Spingali say the family was ripping Wendy off. Someone had to step in. The sons of that son of hers was cleaning up. Okay. And then Umar Johnson said, y'all, "My dear esteemed brother CE, I invoke my right to remain silent and not incriminate myself over that scenario." I guess he's talking about the voluptuous woman who said that she slept with you that night and she threw a shea butter on the stage. He said consciousness over coochie, politics over punani. Lord have mercy, man. What's up, Vici? Let's play the rest, man.
Wells Fargo won't release her money? What the? We're going to have to go get our sister Wendy Williams, find her where she at, and we're going to break her out Asada Shakur style. Find out where they holding Wendy Williams, and I'm going to get all the brothers together. We coming strong. We're going to break our sister out Asada Shakur style. Find out where Wendy Williams is. You said Wendy Williams is the real life thing.
So Umar say he gonna get together all his brothers, all his Pan-African soldiers, and they gonna go to Wendy Williams' house and break her out and set her free. Set her free from what, Umar? Wendy Williams is not being held against her will. What is wrong with this guy? Okay, let's continue.
Clone Tyrone. Wendy Williams is the real life they clone Tyrone. Somebody said Jamie Foxx is the real life they clone Tyrone.
Wait a minute. Okay, Umar say, dear brother CE, I would like to offer you a portion of the funds I accumulated from FDMG, brother. Well, you know something, Umar Johnson, I really appreciate that. I got enough people who donate and support me, Umar, but respectfully, I think you need to keep that money and try to open up FDMG this September. And since you in the chat room, could you tell us, is FDMG gonna open this September? And if not, why? Because it's been going on what, maybe 12 years, and the school still not open 12 years later. So I mean, is the school gonna open this September, brother Umar? Could you tell us?
Somebody said Jamie Foxx is the real life they clone.
Show you right, Vinci. Dr. Umar. Support me on Cash App, $CE2055. Support good brother CE. Show you right, Vinci.
Tyrone. Where Puff Daddy at? Did they get Puffy? Did they snatch Puffy? Is Puffy Combs all right, or did they snatch Puff too? Somebody's
at Corient. Wealth management begins and ends with you.
Somebody said they snatched Puff. Did they clone Puff? They froze her $40 million. You know how many FDMGs I could build with that 40 million?
Wait a minute. I guess he's talking about when they said they froze Wendy Williams assets to $40 million. But did you hear Umar say, do you know how many FDMGs he can build with $40 million? If Umar Johnson had $40 million, come on now, loud. Wait a minute now. If Umar Johnson had $40 million, do you think he will build more FDMGs when, man, Lord have mercy. Let me play the rest of this.
You never take another brother's queen, my brother. You should never take another brother's queen, my brother. I can't support that. You should never steal another brother's queen. I don't support that. Respect the sanctity of marriage. Respect the sanctity of marriage. And women shouldn't be stealing other men. Women shouldn't be stealing other women's men. Women shouldn't be stealing other sisters' men. Ladies, y'all gotta stop doing that. Black women, too many of you are home wrecking in the black community. Can any of my sisters identify? Black woman, has your husband been stolen from you by another black queen? Has your home been wrecked by another black queen? Where my sisters at? Where my sisters at? Do you have a sister actively plotting on your king, ladies? This is why the black women can't work together, because y'all too busy stealing each other's men. This is why black women can't work together, because y'all too busy.
Now, Umar, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, is talking about black women can't work together because they're stealing each other's husbands. What women is he talking about? I don't know any black women that has stolen another black woman's husband. I don't know any. I don't know what kind of people Umar Johnson's hanging around, but where is he getting this information from? I mean, it's clear delusion.
stealing other women's men. This is why black women can't work together, because y'all too busy stealing other women's men.
Let me let me read. Excuse me, y'all. Let me read some of y'all comments, man. Y'all going off in the None But the Truth chat room. Anti-Afro Bengali say, when was this live? I thought Umar was not allowed to go live. It says here that this live was a month ago, Anti-Afro. And then Umar Johnson say, trifling black people. Oh, Lord. I may have to play that clip. All right. I may have to play that trifling one. I may have to play that. And then Portalo 45 say, Umar, can you elaborate on minor issues respectfully? And then Anti-Afro Bengali says, what Umar hit on married women and those who finance and with those finances on a regular basis. The nerve of this hypocrite. Oh man, Umar, you may have to hit the link, man.
You can't relate? Yes, you can. Y'all say y'all don't want polygamy, but y'all will share a married man. Y'all say y'all don't want polygamy, but y'all will share a married man. Y'all say y'all don't want polygamy. So why you sharing a married man? If you don't want polygamy, why you take that man's husband, that woman's husband? If you don't want polygamy, why you take...
Family, we have 16 likes. I want to thank everyone who hit the like button. Thank you so much. I want to thank all 16 people hit that like button. Now, what y'all are about to hear from the Prince of Pan-Africanism is some straight malarkey. And watch how he disrespects black women that he say he cares about so much. Check this out.
That woman's husband. Don't be a hypocrite, ladies. Don't be a hypocrite, ladies. Don't be a hypocrite, ladies. You anti-polygamy, but you sharing a married man. Make it make sense. You anti-polygamy, but you sharing a married man. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG. How you talking about you against plural marriage, but you sharing a married man? This is ridiculous. Polygamy is poison, but adultery isn't. Polygamy is poison, but adultery isn't. You say polygamy is poison, but adultery isn't. I love you too, my sister. All unmarried women are my wives. You are my spiritual wives until you get married. I'm responsible for you.
This man just said all unmarried black women are his spiritual wives. See, I want y'all to look at the psyche of Umar Johnson. And just we talking about a man who talk about cookies every day, chocolate chip cookies, vanilla cookies, caramel cookies, talking about politics before Punani, business before the bedroom. Must I continue?
All fatherless black children are my spiritual children. Uh-oh, we got a bunny hopper.
Happy life, peace and love, happy life.
Holly Berry said who's going to stand with Dr. Umar and not vote this election without some promises? Who gonna?
Now, before we move on, there's one more clip I want to play. Happy Life say, I want to eat chocolate chip cookies. There was a point when Umar Johnson said that he was abducted by aliens. He said an alien came from out the sky in a spaceship and punched him in the mouth. Some of y'all may be saying, conscious energy, you lying on Umar Johnson. He would never say nothing like that. That's crazy. Is it? I want y'all to hear Umar Johnson talk about the aliens came down and assaulted him. Listen to this.
It's real. Yes, aliens are real. Because an alien visited me in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida right now, but I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida right now, but I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And when I was in the 3rd grade in Jacksonville, North Carolina, 9 years old, 8 years old, me and my mother were looking out the window and we saw a UFO. We said, is that a UFO? I said, nah, that might be a plane. Maybe that's the military expedition, military air. It was a UFO. So we watching this UFO. It kept swirling around. It was way up in the sky though, but it had all these lights and it was going in a circle. And my mom said, okay, it's time for you to go to bed. So I go to bed, but I'm not asleep. You know how you laying down in your bed before you fall asleep? Jacksonville, North Carolina. And the next thing you know, this yellow thing walked into my room. It was about 3 feet tall, shaped like a man, but no features. No, it was just pure yellow light, shaped like a man with no features, pure yellow light. And I'm scared as shit. I want to call my mom or my dad, but I'm scared because we just saw a UFO like 2 hours ago. And this little yellow man, stocky too, he was built like he was a bodybuilder, but all you could see was yellow light in the shape of a man, no eyes, no nose, no mouth,
Come on,
pure
man.
yellow. And I'm acting like I'm asleep because I don't want him to know I'm woke. And then all of a sudden, it ran up to me and punched me in my face. I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose.
Come on, Umar.
I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose. I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose, and it ran out the room. And I got up and ran into my parents' room, and I said,
So family, look, man, I know that's worth the donation. Somebody send your boy a donation right now, man. Cash App CE 2055, man. Bring y'all this good content. Family, just journey with me just for a minute, y'all. Let's use our brains and our reasoning for 1 second. Umar said the UFO landed in his yard. The alien was stocky like Mike Tyson. The alien came in his room, punched him in the face, got back on the alien spacecraft, and left. If you believe that story, I want you to put a yes in a Nothing But the Truth chat room. If you think Umar Johnson has been eating too many Pan-African cookies, put a no. Let me play that one more time.
are aliens real? Yes, aliens are real. Because an alien visited me in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida right now, but I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida right now, but I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And when I was in the 3rd grade in Jacksonville, North Carolina, 9 years old, 8 years old, me and my mother were looking out the window and we saw a UFO. We said, is that a UFO? I said, nah, that might be a plane. Maybe that's the military expedition, military air. It was a UFO. So we watching this UFO. It kept swirling around. It was way up in the sky though, but it had all these lights and it was going in a circle. And my mom said, okay, it's time for you to go to bed. So I go to bed, but I'm not asleep. You know how you laying down in your bed before you fall asleep? Jacksonville, North Carolina. And the next thing you know, this yellow thing walked into my room. It was about 3 feet tall, shaped like a man, but no features. No, it was just pure yellow light, shaped like a man with no features, pure yellow light. And I'm scared as shit. I want to call my mom or my dad, but I'm scared because we just saw a UFO like 2 hours ago. And this little yellow man, stocky too. He was built like he was a bodybuilder, but all you could see was yellow light in the shape of a man. No eyes, no nose, no mouth, pure yellow. And I'm acting like I'm asleep because I don't want him to know I'm woke. And then all of a sudden, it ran up to me and punched me in my face. I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose. I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose. I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose, and it ran out the room. And I got up and ran into my parents' room, and I said, I just got punched in the face by an alien. They said, boy, go to bed. I said, Umi, we just saw that spaceship. It was real. Because right after you sent me to bed, this little yellow man with no face, made of pure yellow light, came into my room, punched me in the damn face. It felt like I had a broke nose, but I didn't. So let me ask y'all this. My alien experts, I'm going to my alien experts right now. Does anybody have an interpretation for the yellow being of pure light? It was pure light in the shape of a man, 3 feet tall, came into my room. I was awake. I was wide awake. I was not asleep. I had just gotten to the bed. Lights was out. He came in there, 3 feet tall, pure yellow light. I tried to act like I was asleep. Somehow he knew I was woke and punched me in the face. Does anybody have an alien interpretation? I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm not making this up. But see, some of y'all have never had spiritual experiences. So I know
man.
This is see.
So
Here's a newsflash.
So let me fast forward a little bit when he started talking about the brick lady. Let me fast forward a little bit.
That a sister got hit with a brick.
Okay, now a lot of y'all are familiar with the brick lady. It's a young black woman. I believe she was in Texas. She claimed that a man asked her for a phone number. She refused, and she said the man picked up a brick and hit her in the face. Come to find out, that story was not true. So I want y'all to hear. Just let me play the clip. Let me play it.
For denying the romantic advances of a brother. Is that true? Can somebody confirm this story? In the United States, my American Africans, did I hear that correctly? That a sister got hit with a brick by a brother? This is insane. No man worthy of the title man. No man worthy of the title man should ever put his hands on an African queen. You have no business touching our sisters. Now, brothers, I've said this before. We're going to have to ski mask up and start protecting our women. We're going to have to ski mask up and start protecting our women. A brother put his hands on a sister, there should be an army of brothers to put him in his place. We have to. We have to. Every time a black woman is assaulted, black men as a brotherhood are dishonored. Every time a black woman is assaulted, black men as a brotherhood are dishonored. Our women are off limits for domestic abuse of any kind, violence of any kind, police violence, romantic violence, domestic violence, street violence. We need to send a message to the world. We need to send a message to the world that the abuse of black women is off limits. We need to do this. We need to do this because it's out of control. Our daughters are watching their mothers get beat by black men. That's not a good example. If we're concerned about our daughters being drafted into the lesbian army, the feminist army, the transgender army, if you're concerned about that, we have to do something about violence against black women. I don't know where it happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know who the sister was. I don't know who the brother is. But justice needs to be served, and not from the white power structure. We have to stop looking for justice from the white power structure. We have to deliver our own justice. We have to deliver our own justice. We have to deliver our own justice. I was going to say that we are still.
All right.
Answer. There will be political, economic consequences for letting our people get mistreated in your land. We don't have that. And the reason we don't have that is because we have not helped to build a single African state into the power base we need her to be so she can speak out for us. We have used our money to empower all these nationalities and use almost none of it to empower Africa, the very continent we need to do what you just said, be strong enough to be a diplomatic voice for American Africa.
But this is why I asked you before which one is more important to fix first, because if we had that power behind us, wouldn't it be easier for us to make moves over here? No.
If we had that power in Africa, absolutely. But we're not building the power, though. In other words, we should be in Africa right now. I'm sending you to Ghana. I'm sending you to Nigeria. I'm sending you to Namibia. I'm going to go to Ethiopia. We're going to sit down with the president. Listen, we are $2 trillion people.
Yeah.
We need you to be able to speak up for us.
Would it be hard to get dual citizenship?
What are the economic slave chains that America has around your economy? What are the economic slave chains America has around your economy? And what could we do with our education and income to weaken those chains so one day they can fall? Africa would love to do business with us instead of the World Bank or the International Monetary Fund or the French government or the Belgian government or the German government. They would rather do the business with us. But the problem with black folks, we are comfortable and content being American slaves. We're not looking at the global ramifications of our irresponsible behavior. We're not looking at the global needs of our people. We are content with this America the way that it is. We are comfortable being treated like 21st century slaves. Because if we were not, with the resources we waste every day, we would be going crazy. Go down your social media feed. Does it look like Black America's in a crisis? Go down your YouTube. Does it look like Black America's in a crisis? Go through your Twitter.
True.
Go in. If you did not know how racist America was, and you went to Black Twitter, Black Instagram, Black TikTok, Black
Nothing
YouTube,
important there.
could you tell?
No.
Don't it look like we live in the best times of our lives? Because Black people are like overgrown children. Slavery arrested our psycho-political development. Slavery arrested our psycho-political development. The slave system turned us into eternal children in this country. What do children do? They spend their money on the things that they like, and they beg their parents for the things that they need. Is that not Black America? $2 billion on Air Jordans every year.
You're right.
$4 billion on liquor, $30 billion on hair and beauty, nearly $1 billion on chicken, turkey, beef, and pork, multiple billion on video games, multiple million on children's cologne. Children's cologne. Check this out. We spent about we spent about $21 million on children's cologne a year.
Wow. What the fuck is children's cologne?
You know, baby Polo, baby Versace. They got children's cologne. But half the Black boys in America in 4th grade can't read on their grade level.
That's a fact.
Half the Black boys in America in 8th grade can't read on their grade level. But we spending $21 million on cologne. I don't excuse nothing another race does to my people. Because as a human being, you should be able to practice decency, whether you're dealing with a billionaire or somebody who's dead, broken, homeless on the street. You understand me?
Definitely.
But we have to look in the mirror too, and look at how we make it easy for people to disrespect us. Because how does the people in your condition have the time to engage in this type of tomfoolery over here? Do you feel me?
Yeah.
If I'm Chinese looking at Black America, how do I make sense out of this? Y'all can't care about yourselves, because as much as you talk about reparations and as much as you talk about the next presidential election, look at the money you waste. Imagine a Korean walk into a Black community meeting on reparations, a Korean, and stand up and say, "Can I ask y'all a question? Why y'all in here arguing over reparations when y'all done turned my people into $1 trillion nation? I make $30 billion off y'all people a year. $30 billion a year. How much have we give the Koreans over the past 30 years? What's 30 billion times 30 years? And you talking about reparations? You see that? But black people are in denial about our self-hate. I tell black women all the time, if you would just stop hating the way God made you, you can take your $30 billion a year and build an independent school for every black girl out here. You could stop child sex trafficking. Black women could wipe out child sex trafficking for black girls by taking some of that $30 billion on here. But guess what? How I look is way more important than the condition of my people. Black men, same thing. We could take the $4 billion on liquor, the $2 billion on Air Jordans, the multiple billion we spend on vacations, all the money we spend on these damn non-black women. We could take that money and build black schools for black boys all over the
clubs. But I want to know, we can't. I mean, I don't want to say we can't change that, but that's we're surrounded by it. It's like every block has a liquor store. Every block has sneakers.
That don't mean you have to partake.
No, I agree with that 100%.
Where is the discipline?
It's so hard for the people that don't know no better.
Discipline. But we do know better. We do. Even the most politically uneducated black person knows there's something better I could be doing with this money. Do you feel me?
I agree.
We are comfortable in our oppression. And the reason we're comfortable in it is the white man has allowed us enough of his useless amusements to content us with our oppression. We got the cell phone, social media, NBA playoffs. We have enough. See, black poverty ain't the same as African poverty. It ain't the same as Caribbean African poverty. It ain't the same as Brazilian African poverty. Our poverty is damn near middle to upper class in most other places in the world. Do you understand me? And so because we don't have it as bad as
Alma in the house. What's up, Alma?
We winning when we losing. We think we winning when we lose.
Is that why, you know, when the Africans or the Caribbeans come over here and they be like, yo, you know what? Y'all got it easy. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all just being lazy.
Compared to what they come from.
Right. Yeah.
And when they come, they take advantage of whatever they can do. So they'll work at the taxi. They'll work at the airport security, right? And they'll save that money and they will send it back home. Many of them come over there to hustle and to send the money back home. And I don't have no problem with them doing that. You understand? But what I do need the African immigrant brother and sister to understand, America will give you opportunity that she will never give me, because you
now this is now the whole kerfuffle that I had on Ness channel the other day. We got into a debate about this very question about Haitians coming over to America for better opportunities, and I was telling her how the immigrants get their swag from American men. So I want y'all to listen to this and we're going to talk about it.
Are not a threat. You can be 100%. Deported whenever they feel like it.
True.
You can be stripped of your American citizenship or your green card whenever they feel like it. They can strip me of my citizenship, but where do they send me? Nowhere. We are the only people that can.
I want to thank those 3 people who just hit the like button. We have 19 likes. I want to thank all 19 people who hit the like button. We got 3 more people that can hit that like button in the Nothing But the Truth chat room.
Not be deported. And that's why America can't stand us, even though she's the reason she can't get rid of us.
So I know you said earlier that you don't want to beg anybody to be a part of the movement, basically.
Yes,
right?
Or the race.
Right. So, but it just seems like a lot of people are ignorant to what's going on here. So it wouldn't be begging. I just think they need to be educated.
If you've been waiting to apply for disability benefits, don't. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a lawyer.
So it wouldn't be begging. I just think they need to be educated. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I think they're ignoring it.
I don't disagree totally. You have Negroes and you have coons.
Okay.
The Negro is completely ignorant. He would respond to what you just suggested. Take a Negro who think white people are everything. White women are beautiful. White people are more intelligent. Black people are lazy. He's a Negro. He's been miseducated. You educate him, you can bring him back into the revolution, right?
Right.
He was just a Negro. He didn't know.
Right.
But then you got the coon. The coon knows that the white man ain't better. The coon knows that black people are the original people. But he's paid and financed to intentionally mislead his people. The Negro I can work with because I can educate him out of his situation.
Right.
The coon is dangerous. The coon has stabbed me in my back the minute I turned my back. And that's why many of our African leaders from around the world have been betrayed by members of their inner circle. Patrice Lumumba, murdered by a friend. Thomas Sankara, murdered by a stepbrother. Malcolm X, murdered by people he trusted. Dr. King, set up by people he trusted. When you look at the Black struggle globally, because you got to look at all of our heroes and sheroes, not just the ones here. Many of them were set up and sabotaged by people they grew up with and who they trusted. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in Ghana with the assistance of his college roommate at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. The State Department found his roommate, sent him to Ghana to help overthrow his roommate, who was the first democratically elected president in Africa post-colonization.
That's like the Fred Hampton story I've seen recently.
Right. Now, that informant wasn't a friend of Fred Hampton, but to your point, he weaved his way into his trust, sold him out, gave the FBI a drawing of Fred Hampton's apartment, drugged his Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you get in this movement for Black liberation, you don't have no friends.
I have a quick question for you that may be personal. Do you feel like, since you're a big impact to the Black community, that you're in danger?
I'd say this. I get death threats on a regular basis. I know the FBI and CIA tap my phone. They've been doing it since my first trip to Africa, 2005. There's about 6 people who come around me on a regular basis who I'm pretty certain are paid agents. Some of the women who have expressed interest in me over the past 6 months, I definitely believe that they are paid agents. But I'm going to say this to you. When I look at Malcolm and Martin, and I listen to their friends who survived them, they often talk about how those 2 great Black leaders, 2 of my heroes, got to a point in their life where they were so spiritually and emotionally exhausted from the threat of death that they felt they secretly wished for it to come to get it over with.
Because like always looking over your shoulder kind of situation.
They got tired of it.
Right.
Dr. King got tired of it. Malcolm got tired of it. And I think they asked the Lord, just make sure when they hit me, they don't hit my daughter and children, my wife and children. You feel me? I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm that fatigued from the threat that it takes away my commitment to the struggle. Now, they never lost their commitment to the struggle.
Yeah.
But they basically died before they died, if you understand what I'm saying. Because once you psychologically exhausted with the threat of death, there's nothing else to live for. I'm still struggling, but I'm not enjoying my life. My wife can't really enjoy me. My kids can't really enjoy me because my mind has become beaten down with the prospect of death. Remember, they bombed Dr. King house twice. They bombed Malcolm house the day before the week before he died, right? I don't ever want to get like that. So I discipline myself. I practice traditional African spirituality. I try to stay as rooted as possible. I need to do a better job, but that's my walk. The biggest thing that insulates me, though, is I believe I was born to do what I did, what I'm doing. I don't believe I was born to be nothing else but what I am right now. And because I believe that I'm on a God-given mission, and because I believe that the ancestors are helping me as much as possible to achieve the goals that I have in mind for my people, which is ultimately liberation for all African folks. If I die in the work, it was my destiny. And if I don't, it wasn't. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm content with whatever happens. But my comfort and peace of mind comes from knowing that this is the destiny I negotiated with God in heaven before I incarnated. So it don't really bother me.
So let me ask you this question, right? Just to go back to the dating outside your race. You once said that dating interracially is a form of self-hatred.
Absolutely.
Why do you believe that?
Absolutely. Because why do you want to stare in the face of a member of the people who have committed the greatest human atrocities against your people? These are the people.
Is that only specifically to white people, or do you mean if they date an Asian woman or an Indian woman? Is that still the same?
Well, I got 2 answers. If we dealing with white people, right? Why would you want one of them after what they've done to us and continue to do? Because your white girlfriend's still a racist. She still doesn't value Black life. You understand? That white man Serena Williams is married to, he don't value Black life. You understand? That white woman that took $1 billion from Tiger Woods, she don't value Black life, right? I could give you countless examples of people I've met in therapy who were called the N-word by white husbands and white wives. You understand me? White people who have sex with you, didn't the slave masters sleep with our mothers and grandmothers? So just because they land in the bed with you, what makes you think that they shed their racism? They don't. White people are racist. All white people are racist. There's no exceptions. They might not all be bigots, but they're all racist. They all want their people to dominate unfairly the resources, the opportunities, and the privileges of the society.
So
every white person.
What about the people that just say love is love, right?
Who believes love is love?
I mean, that's most people's answer.
That might be most black people. Love ain't love for most white folks. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Ain't no love is love with white people.
Would we be considered racist if we only date within our race?
No, that's what you call race loyalty. And racism is a group system of exploitation, discrimination, oppression, bias, where one group seeks to deny all members of another group their fair share of resources, opportunities, and privileges. You know why you can't be a racist? You don't own a damn thing white people need in order to live. True. White people need you for nothing, but you need them. Whose schools our kids go to? Theirs. True. Whose banks? Theirs. Who's building the houses we need to rent and buy? Them. Who's shipping our stuff around the world that we need to order to live? Them. You follow me? They don't need us for shit. We need them for everything. We are as dependent on white people today as we were when slavery ended 157 years ago. So, in my opinion, if you talk to an integrationist, and say, how far have we come since slavery? Oh, we come very far. We got a black president. Now we got a black vice president. We got a black Supreme Court justice. We got about 10 black billionaires. We got about 100 black millionaires.
Ain't shit changing.
Because their definition of progress is based exclusively on superficial assets. Are you following me? Now that's the integrationist. Now you come to me, the nationalist, the Pan-African nationalist. How much progress have we made since slavery? Zero. But Dr. Umar, how can you say that? Black people got master's degrees, doctorate degrees, houses in white neighborhoods. We own our own businesses. We got millionaires. We got tech companies. Here's my question. To what extent are we now in a better position to protect and dictate the lives of our children today than we was when slavery ended? Let me ask it another way. When slavery ended, we owned 0.5% of all the wealth in America. Guess how much we own now?
The same.
1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America. What the fuck has changed? Nothing at all but the appearance of things. Right. The only thing they did when they ended slavery is change the way it looked. They traded in slavery. Before the 13th Amendment, we were owned by individuals. We was the property of individual slaveholders. After the 13th Amendment, we became property of the government itself. We are slaves of the state.
So,
still not free.
Let me ask you a question, because
in other words, if you walk out here right now and a police officer pulls you over and takes your life, God forbid, unjustifiably, how is that any better than you being on the plantation picking cotton and the overseer just decides to get off his horse and blow your damn brains out? 157 years apart. Was there any difference in the power dynamic? Nothing at all.
You're right.
We are exactly where we were.
There's no
Power is the measuring stick, y'all. Not education, not income, not billionaires and millionaires. How many black people on TV, Obamas and Kamalas? That's irrelevant. How much power do we have to force white people to leave us the hell alone? And do we have any more now than we had in 1865?
I don't see it.
Moving.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask a question real quick, because a lot of people say that Obama got in office and he did nothing for black people. Do you think he had the power to do anything when he was president?
I want to ask a question before that question. Do I think he had the power?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Major changes, he didn't have the power.
Right.
Minor changes, he did. For example, Barack Obama could have got us more black teachers. Barack Obama could have did something about the special education exploitation of our children. He could have done something about the suspensions and expulsions. He could have fought for better schools and more black educators, because everybody agrees that the schools are a problem. Do you understand? Everybody agrees that Obama didn't do nothing about that. You follow me? He could have done something about black homelessness. He didn't. Now, for the black middle class, he threw them a couple bones and allowed them to buy a house and that kind of shit, if you consider that progress, right?
Right.
But overall, did he systemically change anything for black people? Not at all. But did he systemically change anything for gay people? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But don't you think it's easier for one to do that because of the power that they possess? Because of, you know what I mean, there's white people, Asian people that's in that community.
Okay, possibly. But here's my question for you. Let's say Obama had no power to change nothing. Let's just say that. Then why would you vote for him for your presidency?
I was ignorant to how that whole system worked. When I first voted, I just turned 18. You know what I mean? So as I'm learning more, I realized that it goes through a vote and you need certain seats, people in these seats to push bills through. He didn't have that. Even Biden now, where we voted in these seats, he's still not doing nothing for black people.
But you know what the difference is? Presidents have executive privilege. Barack Obama could have signed executive orders to do things for black people that he did not do. Remember, Biden gave the Asians an executive order before Congress gave them a law. He gave the Native Americans an executive order before Congress gave them the law. You follow what I'm saying? Donald Trump gave the Hispanics, the Latinos, an executive order before. You understand? Obama could have used the power of his pen. And here's my one thing against Barack Obama. My one thing. You're right. I'm not going to slight him for not changing anything. I'm going to slight him for not even trying. Do you see the difference?
Definitely.
You, the president of student government at college. You didn't get nothing done. But guess what, brother? I salute you because I saw you fight for me. You feel me? You didn't get nothing done, but I saw you fight for me. Every time I turned on the television, Barack Obama talking about homosexuals like they the only people in the country. That's all he talked about. Middle-class white people, homosexuals, women, and immigrants. That's all he cared about. Black people got no attention from him, but that's why the white man put him in there. When Obama was running for office, I'm one of the only scholars of public stature that said when he's done, we're going to be worse off than we was before he got in there. You go to I did a lecture at Black and Nobel bookstore in Philadelphia. It's on YouTube. Go watch it. People still watching now. They say, Dr. Umar, everything you said in the Obama, and this is why he was running, everything you said about him, it has all come to pass. Why? I'm not no genius, but what I do know is every time we get elected officials, the condition of black people gets worse. It never gets better. Rarely do we do better when somebody black gets elected.
You don't think he was personally hand selected, especially after the whole Bush situation?
Yeah. They selected Barack Obama to make make the black community in America safe for homosexuality. And they needed him internationally when back Africa support because America needs Africa's resources. So he was a stooge and a puppet. He knows it, but he did it willingly. You know, I'm sure he has trouble sleeping at night sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But my point again, if he has no power, and if you claim your vote, see, both things can't be true. Either your vote is important, or Obama should have never been elected because he ain't got the power to do nothing. You see that? You can't have a vote. You can't say my vote means everything to me, but I'm going to use it on a man who can't do anything for me. It can't be both ways. I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't blame Barack Obama. To his credit, he never said he would do nothing for black people. Do you understand me?
Face Bob.
All right, y'all. We're going to change up a little bit, man. I just want to play a little bit of that because we're going to get into some deep conversation about our culture. We're going to get into some deep conversation about immigration and a lot of kerfuffles that's going on in our community. I want to play a clip from Cat Williams. He was on Club Shay Shay a few months ago. And I want y'all to hear about what's going on in Hollywood. And I want y'all to hear, you know, some things. So I'm going to play something and I just want y'all to check it out.
Of Kirk Franklin praying. This is the reckoning. 20.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay, the guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love him. Some call him the greatest, one of the greatest comedians, dead or alive. one of America's greatest entertainers, one of the funniest men on the planet, world-renowned, multi-talented, a comedy legend. He's the top touring comedian selling out arenas. He's a hilarious storyteller, Emmy award-winning actor, voice actor, rapper, writer, producer, director, icon, genius, a national treasure, philanthropist, humanitarian, social activist, a father, one of the great funny men of our generation and any generation, Mr. Cat Williams.
Thank you, sir.
How was that
magnificent. You are magnificent at intros, and you did not skip on mine. I
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, anytime you come to Club Shay Shay, we have to toast.
Yes.
Bro, you've been doing it. I mean, you're one of the top touring comedians of all time. If you already got started before we started taping.
If you in a None But the Truth chat room, if you think Cat Williams is a good comedian, let me know. If you think he's a good comedian.
I did.
Appreciate that. Tell the people at home.
I thought they was lying. And yeah, this particular alcohol is stronger than you think it would be, probably by about 2. And unbelievably smoother and milder by the same maybe 30% than you could possibly expect. And unlike cognacs the world over, this one doesn't taste like wood at the end, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial colors, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial flavors. It's a fine product.
He's a connoisseur. You can tell he's a connoisseur. He's a cognac connoisseur. He understands the method that goes into making cognac.
Right. Well, as a comedian, you get free drinks at the club. So all comedians either turn out to be connoisseurs like myself, right, or straight up and down alcoholics like 60% of Hollywood.
Well, thanks for stopping by the club. I understand that you're very, very busy, and for you to take time out of your busy schedule and stop in today, we really, really appreciate it here at Club Shay Shay. So thanks for stopping by, Cat.
And I needed you to know why I came by.
Yeah, I need you to tell us why.
People know I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking to people unless it's like a Larry King or somebody of an amazing ilk that I would actually want to go talk to in real life.
Okay.
I don't do it so I can sell product, and I got things to sell, so let me come talk. You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guests. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Cat Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike, and Cat Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he
Sir,
was.
no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he, what? So Ricky Smiley knows this. And I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. Is because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom. And that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Cat Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we talk about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, right, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Cat Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them.
Y'all heard the news, right? The southern border in Texas is still letting migrants in, and guess what?
That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was Cat Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then he was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Cat?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have a range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore the way you. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Cat, that you have
Jimmy J, I be here turning that heat down. Show you right, Jimmy. And yeah, y'all know what I'm saying? Show us some love, y'all. Show us some love, family.
A lot to get off your chest.
Let me see how many likes we got. All right, man. We got 22 likes. I want to thank all 22 people hit that like button, man. So yeah.
No.
You wanted to say the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Cats on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't like all the Cowboys. Cat, damn, you like them.
No, that's
okay, what comedian do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just told us straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. So why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have.
Jimmy say DBZ Nation, show you right, man. Y'all subscribe to my new channel, DBZ Nation. I'm gonna drop a link in a minute. Y'all subscribe there, man. Got some good things going on over there.
Anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light skin, weird face wife that never do an interview.
Oh, man,
listen, in 20 years won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's
Jimmy, I ain't really understand that last comment. You say, why should Shakim pay to co-host? Shouldn't he pay him? Interesting question, Jimmy.
God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I didn't have nothing on one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee. I kind of getting on here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
What you say, Jimmy? I guess Shakim paid Ness to co-host her show for 7 days. Yeah, man. You know, Shakim around here bussy popping for everybody who would listen to him, brother Jimmy. Real talk.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you would tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I should know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
but I didn't know it was a lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard. Oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Cat. Normally, when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are lies. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called or since that person? What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for them.
Well, family, we pushing almost 2 hours and a half. I'll go ahead and drop the link for anybody else who want to come up. Maybe you want to talk about Ness. Maybe you want to talk about Shakim. Maybe you want to talk about some kerfuffles that's going on in the sector. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link for anybody want to come up. And then if don't nobody come up in the next few minutes, we're just gonna go ahead and end this live stream on a good note, good positive note. I just really wanted just to share just some information, you know, that was on my mind because of this whole kerfuffle with Ness and her being from Haiti and feeling some kind of way for what I said. And so, yeah, man, we'll just drop the link for a few people that want to come up, whatever the case may be. But I want to thank everybody, man, who came today and shared their feelings and liked the video. Right, we got 21 likes. That's cool. So I want to give a special shout out to everybody before I get out of here. Shout out to Jimmy J. I'll be here. Anti-Frost Bengalis, Alma, Umar Johnson, Happy Life, Vichy. Shout out to Vichy, peace and love. Miss Murph, peace and blessings to you. Pastor Vic, shout out to Pastor Vic, peace and blessings. Germ on the board, man. What's up, Germ on the board? Salute. Even brother Ray Triggs came through, man. Shout out to Ray Triggs, man. Peace and blessings. Peels the Prince, salute. Thank you for being here. Slewfoot Slim, salute. Shout out to Slewfoot Slim. And I want to give a special shout out to Mikey, who hit the link, came up and conversated and fellowship with his brother for a few minutes. Well, y'all, I will be seeing y'all soon on another live stream. I want to thank YM for creating a beautiful new design. It's a kerfuffle. For some of y'all don't know, I got a beautiful new design. It's a kerfuffle that YM made. I posted a video about it yesterday, but of course you can click the link in the description and you can go check it out. You can go get you a shirt, coffee mug, sweater, pullover, workout clothes, whatever you need, hat. I want to thank Vichy. I got a notification, Vichy, this morning that you purchased an item. So I want to thank you for that, Vichy. And when you get your product, please send me a picture so I can post it on my community wall. So y'all support that. And we got a lot of good things going on. The DBZ Nation channel is doing real good right now. I'm almost up to 200 subscribers. Once I get another 300 subscribers, we'll be monetized on that channel. We have a lot of fun. And I know some of y'all like to see me play Family Feud. If you want to see CE play Family Feud real soon, let me know in the comment section, and I may make some time to do a Family Feud on the DBZ Nation channel. That being said, man, everybody have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all again. Peace.